I was a kid, my father liked boxing, and we had an arena, Fort Hamilton Arena was the name of it. And it was built by the Italian prisoners of war. We used to go every Tuesday to the fights. They had these Monahan brothers. And I loved it so much. I saw Sandy Sadler fight a 4-rounder down there. And he had kilts and bagpipes on.
Wow.
Because he had this Charlie Johnson, who was half a nut. He was managing him. Yeah. And then Joe Maselli fought there. But the best fights were like Pete Meade, who was an Irish fighter, and Herbie Kronowitz, who's a referee.
I remember Herbie.
They killed each other. What fights they had down there. And it was all Jewish against Irish, you know. It was a sellout. They had great fights down there. I boxed in the Marines, and I went in the gloves, and I lost to the champion in the semifinals. So I did pretty good. I was all right. No, nothing sensational. And then I started training my cousin, Phil Rail, who, he was good, man. He was starting to get real good. He was only a kid. And he won the Junior Olympics. Okay. And then we went on. He lost in the semis in the gloves. Then he started, like all Irishmen, he started drinking. That was the end of his career. Okay. So then I went to Brentwood Rec, and I started training down there. And I trained Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt is the nicest kid in the world. I used to take him home every night because he lived in a bad section. He lived in a bad section of Brentwood. Very tough every fight. So then he went with Al Soto to Jersey. Yeah. They did some job with him. Yeah. Because Howard Davis used to kill him every day, play with him in the gym, you know. Yeah. And then when he went with Soto, he got really good. He started to get really good. And then, he won 2 championships. Yes. Davis used to handle him easy. He was some boxer. You couldn't hit him. Then when they fought the Garden, McGirt knocked him out in 1 round. Yeah. He's such a nice kid. And after that, I got guys fighting on his cards, and he always grabbed, this is genius, this is my first training, which is nice. Most of these guys forget about you. They didn't want to know you after they. Yeah. But, it was so nice to do that. So that was good.
And then when did you start doing more like matchmaking and promoting and managing?
Yeah, Jimmy Winters. He was great. He started out in the island. He started the Long Island Arena, which was Commack Arena. And they were known for their hockey. They had this guy Brophy used to fight everybody, and it was nuts. Yeah. But your father's the one that made us there. Bobby Cassidy was our big star. He sold out the place, and John Capobianco was another guy that sold it out. So naturally, we made Capobianco. Yeah. And Capobianco and your father, and Bobby Cassidy, and it was a great fight. And Cassidy won. After that, we had Paddy Dolan. Paddy Dolan was good. Yeah, he came along good.
Yeah. Talk about describe the Commack Arena and what it was like inside with the ice on the floor.
Yeah, tough. They used to put all boards down over the ice because it was a hockey rink. And then it was so cold in there. But they fought. They were great fights there. And we got some crowds there. They were really good. People don't talk about Long Island there. They were really good fights. Yeah.
Could you describe John Capobianco to me as a fighter?
Tough, real tough. Nice as his father used to train him, and tough, really tough. And Capobianco was good. He fought Quai. Quai hit him while he was down. Yeah. And he just was a real tough guy. And then they moved to Florida, Yeah. Jimmy Glenn, I love Jimmy Glenn. Yeah. You can't say nothing bad about him. That's the greatest guy. Jimmy Glenn is the greatest guy in the world.
Also on those cards, I would see Walter Seeley, right?
From Syosset. He was good.
Talk about Seeley. I mean, he fought Oliveira.
Seeley was wonderful. He was a roofer by trade. Yeah. And he was left-hander, southpaw. A very good boxer, terrific boxer, Walter. But he didn't punch that well, and to get really, he fought all the tough guys, but to beat them, you got to be able to punch. Johnny Cohassi, I worked with him on the sanitation. Yeah. He's the greatest guy, the nicest guy in the world, come from Castle Hill. Yep. And he boxed there, and he won the Golden Gloves. And he had all knockouts in winning the gloves. He could really punch good. Then he turned pro, and we turned to pro, and he did pretty good. And then we put him with Wepner, and Wepner beat him. But we made the Civil Service Championship at Sunnyside Gardens, where Tony Gagliardo, oh, what a fight. He was a tough bastard. Tony Gagliardo, we made with him for the cop against the sanitation. And, oh, they were banging covers. And my brother, I gave him 4 ringside seats. He brought cops with him, and he was sitting with the sanitation. Who the hell are these guys? He's yelling at my brother. Who the hell? My brother was a lieutenant of police. And I've seen more. All right, leave me alone, yeah. It was a very good fight, but Tony was so much older than him. You know, Tony was so much older than him, but he tried, man. He was tough. I thought the ref was going to stop at his face. Was all bleeding, Gagliardo, but he didn't. He went the distance, and Tony was great. And he sold tickets, too. We sold that out. That was sold out, you know, at 7 o'clock at Sunnyside. And it was a great idea, because that's really...
Your idea?
Yeah.
You worked with it over the course of
Everyone. Gerry Cooney, I worked for Sam Glass, making, you know, underneath for the Cooney, all the Cooney fights. And Bobby Gleason. Bobby Gleason was great. We ran the fights up in Throgs Neck with Cassidy, that's where he was from. We used to sell out all the time. And they were good fights. They were very good at Gleason. Then Bobby went down to Sunnyside. We partnered with Freddie Manor, and we ran the shows at Sunnyside. Let me see who else. Cooney and, oh, Jesus, so many fighters I did. Howard Davis.
Okay. Tell me, since you mentioned him, tell me a little about Boz. You know, what kind of kid he was, how you met him.
He asked me, they had Flash Gordon in him. They used to put out this program, and they asked me, could he sell me? I said, sure, you sell me. Do whatever you want. That's great. And it was tremendous.
Now, did he sell him? Where did he sell him? What arena?
What? Sunnyside.
Okay.
Right outside right on Queens Boulevard. He did real good, and it was a great program, because they have 4-rounders. And they told you all about the 4-round fighters. It was sensational. Who the hell would know? You know, oh, the guys from Red Road, yay. You know, but you wouldn't know, except this program was so good. It was done so well with him and Flash. So I subscribed to it naturally. And
he started learning matchmaking from you.
Oh, yeah. But he was an avid, and when I say avid fight fan, he'd call up, that's all he did, talk on the phone. He'd call up for 4-round results from all over. So he actually knew a lot about fighters that I never even heard of. And he knew guys in their gym because he used to make matches for all of them. So he used to ask them, how's he doing, who's he training with, you know, stuff like that, yeah.
Take me inside Sunnyside Garden. What was it like? What was the place like?
It was a great arena, you know. It's a little arena. It had a bar on the left as you went in. And you could go into the bar from inside, you know, and it was just stands, you know, what do you call them? Bleachers. And the bleachers used to fill up all the time. And then they had all the ring sides and stuff. And it didn't hold that many. Yeah. But they really saw good fights. And the one guy that really helped us was Manolo Rodriguez. He was the sports writer for El Diario. He used to put pictures of fighters in the paper. I'm telling you, the guy was great. And then the other guy from Long Island Press. Oh,
Marshall Reed?
Yeah. Oh, what a nice guy. What a gentleman. He used to help us with all write-ups of local fighters, too. Yeah, they really helped us. And it was good. It was really good, you know. And you know who else used to? Had a locker next to Cohasset up in Gleason's, when Gleason's was in the Bronx. Miles Davis. He could really box, Miles Davis. Miles Davis, the trumpet player, one of the best in the world.
Trumpet player, that's right.
Yeah, and he asked us, "Do you want to come see me?" You know, I said, "I don't like your music." I don't. Yeah, he looked at me. He said, "It's like the best in the world." Yeah, but I don't like. You know, I like jazz. But he was good. You know, all my fighters were good. They're tough guys, and they fought well. We ran a show at Iceland Speedway.
Yeah.
We had a Turkish guy against George Fikaris, a Greek. I didn't know that war. They all brought flags and they're screaming and everything. Georgie beat him.
What was your favorite place to see a fight or to be a matchmaker? What was your favorite arena of all time?
Oh, God. Well, Commack Arena. Because it was successful. It was good, you know. It's very hard to even break even in a fight club. It's a tough business to make money in.